We can't continue to allow China to rape our country. It's the greatest theft in the history of the world.
Beneath the Pacific Ocean, 6 kilometers down in complete darkness and crushing pressure. There are rocks, not just any rocks.
A race for critical minerals is unfolding beneath the Pacific Ocean.
Rocks that took millions of years to form. Rocks containing the exact metals that power electric cars, fighter jets, and AI systems.
Experts warn China already dominates the critical mineral supply chain. The next battle may be fought on the ocean floor.
And they are just sitting there, scattered across an area larger than the entire continent of India.
What we are looking at is not merely a map, but a testament to a civilization far older than we ever dared to imagine.
Waiting, one country has already positioned itself to control them, and most of the world didn't notice until it was almost too late. Here is what most people get wrong about China's power over critical minerals. China doesn't own most of the world's rare earth deposits. Australia has them, Canada has them, the United States has them. The problem is what happens after they're mined. Every rare earth mineral goes through a series of complex stages before it becomes useful. Crushing, chemical separation, refining, metal production, magnet manufacturing. China controls approximately 91% of global rare earth refining and 94% of permanent magnet production. That means a rock mined in Australia or Canada or the United States almost always ends up in China for processing before it becomes useful in any modern technology. China doesn't need to own the mines. It owns the only kitchen that can cook the ingredients. In 2010, the world got its first warning of what that means. During a diplomatic dispute with Japan, China restricted rare earth exports. Prices spiked. Manufacturers panicked. Governments across the world quietly asked the same question. What happens if China ever turns off the tap completely? Nobody found a good answer, and the dependence only deepened. This is where the ocean floor enters the story. In the 1870s, scientists exploring the deep Pacific pulled up something strange from the seabed.
Careful, don't disturb the crust. We need to analyze this immediately.
It's definitely hydrothermal.
Dark, lumpy, potato-sized rocks, unlike anything seen before. They set them aside. There was nothing they could do with them. These are called polymetallic nodules. They form on the ocean floor at a depth of 4,000 to 6,000 meters, growing at a rate of just a few millimeters per million years. Layer by layer, manganese and iron slowly accumulating around a tiny core. Sometimes a shark tooth, sometimes a whale ear bone, trapping nickel, cobalt, copper, and manganese from the surrounding water. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone, a stretch of Pacific Ocean between Hawaii and Mexico, covers approximately 4.5 million square kilometers. It contains an estimated 21 billion dry tons of these nodules. These nodules contain the exact metals the world urgently needs right now. Nickel and cobalt for EV batteries, copper for electrical systems, manganese for energy storage. The question is, who gets there first? The race for the ocean floor is not a future event. It has already starts through the International Seabed Authority, the UN body governing deep sea mining. Countries have been quietly accumulating exploration contracts for decades. China currently holds more exploration contracts than any other single country. It has also invested in deep-sea research vessels, robotic mining vehicles, and mineral processing infrastructure, building the entire value chain, exactly as it did with rare earths on land. The United States, Japan, India, South Korea, all are scrambling to catch up. But here is the uncomfortable truth researchers keep pointing out: you can mine all you want. If you send the minerals to China for processing, you are not helping at all. The lesson of rare earths on land applies directly to whatever comes from the ocean. Mining is only step one. Processing is where the real power lies, and China already leads in both. And here is the part of this story that genuinely stops scientists in their tracks. Despite decades of expeditions and modern technology, humans have directly observed less than 0.001% of the deep sea floor. That is not a typo. An area smaller than the state of Rhode Island, in the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, the exact region targeted for mining, scientists discover new species on almost every expedition. Many appear to exist nowhere else on Earth. Some build their entire lives on the surface of the nodules themselves, the exact objects that mining equipment would remove. Evidence from experimental mining tracks created in the 1980s shows the damage is still visible today. Decades later, imagine approving a logging operation in a rainforest before biologists had even cataloged most of the species inside it. That is approximately where the deep-sea mining debate currently stands. No scientific consensus, no finalized rules for commercial mining, and the most consequential mineral race in modern history already underway. More than 150 years after scientists first pulled these rocks from the ocean floor, the world is finally paying attention. Not because the rocks are rare, but because they sit at the intersection of the three defining competitions of this century: the race for clean energy, the race for technological supremacy, and the contest over who controls the resources that make both possible 6 kilometers below the surface. In complete darkness, the decision is being made right now and most people don't even know.
The conversation is happening. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Subscribe to Vantage Relic and join us on the next discovery.